Hi, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKakodash. Let us give double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Like to say Shalom to the elect, teaching the word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today, I just want to title the lesson, Midnight/Noonday. Because pretty much, this is the time that we are anticipating. See, noonday is the time where we're going to get out of this prison, man. And at midnight is when that death penalty for Esau is going to be executed, man. You know what I mean? So, matter of fact, let's get this in Psalm 91 real quick. Because it's all synonymous. See, it's going to all come in simultaneous. The discretion and the deliverance, man. Yeah, I mean, so this is Psalm 91. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence." See, so the Lord's gonna deliver us from Esau and ultimately the destruction, man. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. See, that's what's gonna get us out of this discretion, man. Is those chariots, man. It says, "His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day." See, because pretty much all this is synonymous with each other. The terror by night is these troops. Kicking in your door. Is going to be literally at night, pretty much when the sun is not out, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I mean, and at night is really at the height of Esau's kingdom, man. When this devil come with great wrath. It's in the arrow that fly by day, meaning we're at the height, at noonday, because it is at midnight, because both of it is 12 o'clock. When you say it's noon, it's 12. It's midnight, it's 12. So the Esau's downfall and our deliverance, that's 12 o'clock, man. Noonday and midnight. It says, "Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday." See, high noon. Hey, that's when the Lord's gonna return, the son of the morning, man. Yahushua, man. That's when Esau, when that death penalty is gonna be executed. Matter of fact, I got some already lined up. Matter of fact, now this is I just typed up what time does the death penalty be executed, pretty much, and it said, why do executions occur at midnight? Why is that a coincidence? What is the so-called coincidence of the death penalty being executed at midnight? Well, that's all the Spirit of the Lord, man. Because that's when it's going to happen. When the Lord returns, it's going to be time for Esau to get... Because, hey, when somebody is on a death penalty, it takes a long time before they even... For that judgment is executed, man. That's why I said, since judgment is not speedily executed... Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. This is... Ecclesiastes 8:11 said, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily." See, this devil was it said a sentence against an evil work, meaning what he has been charged with murder on a global scale, thievery, all this evil work that he have been done since the judgment has been executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil, and that's how it is with a death penalty. Is somebody get charged and they get convicted, and then the judgment is the death penalty. Well, you gotta wait 12, 13, 14 years before the judgment is carried out, man. And that's how it is with this devil, man. He has been wreaking havoc on the planet Earth, and yeah, I mean, not knowing that the execution date is coming up pretty soon. Yeah, I mean, but the point is, it says, why do executions occur at midnight? It says, scheduling the execution for 12:01 a.m., see, that's midnight, gives the state as much time as possible to deal with last minute legal appeals and temporary stays, which have a way of eating up time. Another advantage is that the rest of the inmates are locked down and presumably asleep. See, so pretty much the point is that the execution is going to be executed at midnight, man. But guess what? It's the same time. That's going to be our release day, man. That's gonna be our release day, man. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's get something real quick. Psalm 119. Because the Lord, one of the first things the Lord's gonna do is we're gonna escape these bodies, man. That's part. Hey, this is a prison in itself. These bodies. Yeah, I mean. So let's see this Psalm 119 in 62. Matter of fact, I started at 61. It said, "The bands of the wicked have robbed me, but I have not forgotten thy law." See? Meaning what we have retained is knowledge. It said, "At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgment." And we're going to literally rise up and give thanks to Yahweh Shemel Shai. I tell you that we're going to sing the song of Moses. We're going to sing praises unto Yahweh Shemel Shai. And it said at midnight. Which that's going to be synonymous with noonday, man. That's when it's going to be our time to shine. That's when we're going to be released from this prison, man. So let's read this again. It said, "At midnight I will rise to give thanks unto thee because of thy righteous judgment." And yeah, we're gonna praise Yahweh Shemel Shai for his righteous judgment, where he's gonna judge America, man, and these Edomites. He's gonna get rid of this whole beast system by the way of taking the head off. Which is America, the source of wickedness, man. But it said at midnight. Why is that? Because that's going to be the height of their kingdom. But that's going to be the transfer to ours, man. Once it's midnight, you can't go back to 11:59. No, it's on to the next day now. So let's see. Let's get something real quick. Is that Job? Let me see if I think that's Job. Bear with me. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. It said, is that it? Let me see. Bear with me. Yep, this is let's see. Okay, yeah, this is this Job 11, and I'm gonna start at I started 13. It said, "If thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thy hands toward him, if iniquity be in thy hand, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles." And yeah, and that's the process we in now, man. We are present ourselves as those chaste virgins, man. Yeah, I mean, because also their wedding date starts at 12. Yeah, I mean, that's when we're gonna enter into those chambers, man. It says, "For then shalt thou lift up thy face without spot." Yeah, see, and that face talking about this knowledge. It says, "Yeah, thou shalt be steadfast and shalt not fear. Because thou shalt forget thy misery, and remember it as waters that passeth away. And thine age shall be clearer than the noonday. Thou shalt shine forth, thou shalt be as the morning." See? So the age is gonna be clearer than the noonday. See? That's the thing. This is what we coming into, man. Where everything is gonna come into its height, man. We're gonna get these new bodies. Everything's gonna come into fruition, man. Oh, that's the height of the sun. That's what you call it, the time of no shadows, man. Well, there's no shadows at 12 o'clock, man. So everything's gonna be clear, man. And it said, "Thou shalt shine forth, thou shalt be as the morning," meaning with this knowledge, man. when we get those new bodies, that's gonna be a whole nother level right there, man. But it said it's gonna be clearer than the noonday, man, with the height of the light, man. You know. So let's get somewhere. Let me end it off on this because, like I said, this is the time where we're gonna be released from our prison, man. You know. So this is Acts 16, and I'm gonna start at 25. It says, and at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praise unto the Most High, and the prisoners heard them. And yeah, at midnight, see, once again, midnight. Why is that? And this could be a parable the Lord used to explain the new bodies, to explain us being released from this place, man. You know, it says, and suddenly there was a great earthquake. See, the destruction. That's the midnight. The discretion that waste of at noonday or noonday or midnight is all synonymous. Both of us 12 o'clock. Because Esau's downfall and our rise is synonymous, man. You know, when the transfer of kingdom, it's not like it's gonna be a void of power. Nobody ain't got the power until somebody know. Somebody got the power, and then when the power is transferred, somebody else gonna have the power. It's not like it's gonna be a void. Now who's up next? No, we already know who's up next. We up next, the Israelites. Starting with the Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, the 144 and the 1/3, man. The elect of the nation of Israel, man. You know? So it said, and suddenly there was an earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken. See? And what's that? America, man. Because America is the foundation of the earth, man. You know, this place is what everybody goes to, man. You know, this is the foundation of the earth, and guess what? It was shaking. It said immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands were loose. See, and yeah, and the doors were open, meaning what? To the chariots, the chambers, man. And we were loose. We was loose what out of these bodies, man. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get that in 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians 15, and I'm going to get to the point, verse 51. It said, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. And yeah, this is Apostle Paul saying what? We're not, meaning what? Some of us, there's certain spirits on the planet Earth that's not going to die in this time, man. We're going to be destined to see the Lord return, man. The salvation of the Lord, man. You know, the one that love his appearance. We're going to actually witness Yahweh Shai return, crack the clouds, man. You know, crack the skies, man, and see the Lord, man. With 1,000 angels, he coming in his glory, man. There's certain spirits on the planet Earth that's destined to see the glory of the Lord, man. You know, it says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, and we know the last trump is what? That discretion, man. That's why I said we got to be out of here. And you read Joel the 5th chapter, said, you know, that 7 trouble. We got to be out of here when that 7 trouble, man. Which is ultimately that discretion, that great earthquake. What's going to cause that great earthquake? Those missiles by the way of World War III, man. You know, it said, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. See? For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. See? So we're going to actually be released from these bodies, man. It was said we're going to be the chains of darkness. See? And what's that talking about? These bodies, man. So Esau, his death penalty, you know, is going to come, but also our release date, you know. By the way of this midnight and noonday is all synonymous, man. So let's go back to Acts 16 and in 26 again. It said, and suddenly there was a great earthquake, and the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands were loose. See? So we was loose from this body, man. We was actually released from these bodies. That's part of that's gonna be the first step of deliverance. Before we can get to the chariots, we gotta be delivered from these bodies, man. We're gonna be released from these bodies. This is your body is your own personal hell, man. You know, even within being here in America, you in a prison within a prison, man. So at midnight or slash noonday, we're gonna be released. And at midnight slash noonday, Esau, that death penalty is gonna be executed, man. So yeah, I just want to touch on that real quick. I hope they were edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors to the positive elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elected teacher, word and our true faith and sincerity. DTA, a Bible ball.